Cambodia has made much progress after surviving nearly 3 decades of war. It is rebuilding its educational and medical infrastructure, its economy is growing, and it has become an increasingly popular tourist destination. However, the effects of war continue to be felt in many parts of Cambodia, as there are still 4 to 6 million landmines and ordnances littered throughout the country. Already, landmines have killed or disabled more than 80,000 Cambodians. The province of Battambang is located in the northwest corner of Cambodia, in the middle of a region that continues to be heavily affected by these landmines. In 1998, Emergency, an Italian NGO, opened the 109-bed Emergency Surgical Center for War Victims in Battambang to meet the overwhelming need of landmine and trauma victims who had nowhere to go for medical care. Since that time, more than 140,000 patients have received life-saving operations and rehabilitation entirely free of charge. Even now, 6 to 10 new patients arrive each day with open wounds caused by landmines, road accidents, and other types of trauma. For most of these patients, this is the only place they can find the care they need. The nearest medical facility in the country performing the complicated procedures required by these traumas is a 5-hour drive away in the capital city of Phnom Penh. Many of these patients would simply not survive such a trip. In December of 2011, the unthinkable happened. Emergency, the Italian NGO, announced that due to the financial crisis in Europe, it would have to cease funding the facility within 2 months. A staff of 190 with more than a decade of training, patients recovering from surgery in the wards, outpatients returning for rehabilitation, and new patients streaming in would have to be turned away.
I remember the day I received the news from Emergency that they were not able to run the hospital anymore. And I was so upset and scared because this hospital has to be kept alive. It is the only hospital here in Battambang that can provide good care and high quality care to the patient, and it provided free of charge. So I wanted to find a way that the hospital will be able to continue its activity. And I immediately called the Handa Foundation because they came here in the summer 2010 and they were interested in supporting the hospital in some way. So after we took this contract, we were able to find a way to continue the activity of this hospital, because all the staff that we have here that are very good staff, they are motivated, they take care of the patient, they have very, very good skills. They can continue to work, they can continue to provide care to the patient, and the patient will be able to receive very, very good quality care free of charge. Young patient that he had 5 days ago, a road traffic accident, and he got injured at 3 levels. He has a fracture of the leg, a fracture of the wrist, and a fracture of the mandible. So it is considered like a polytrauma because 3 levels. So this is the kind of patient that normally we deal with complex fracture and fracture at different level and part of the body.
In March of 2012, the provincial health director in Battambang, together with the Cambodian Ministry of Health, gave their full support to the transfer of both assets and staff to the Handa Foundation, a newly founded NGO driven by the inspiration and leadership of Dr. Haruhisa Handa. On March 1st, instead of closing down, the center was reborn as the Handa Emergency Hospital. Almost 250 procedures are performed in the 3 operating theaters of the Handa Emergency Hospital every month. These include simple wound cleaning, complicated orthopedic procedures, and even neurosurgery. In addition to providing care, the hospital is also a training center in the country for orthopedic surgery, nursing, and rehabilitation. The hospital has a reputation throughout Cambodia of being one of the cleanest in the country. A carefully developed protocol has been established to protect open wounds from contamination and prevent infections. Patients, staff, and even visiting family members are given sterile uniforms to wear on the grounds. Because of this diligence, the hospital has one of the lowest post-operative infection rates in Cambodia and maintains a standard that is impressive even when compared to those of more developed countries. The staff, the policies, and even the design of the facility itself are all centered on providing the best care possible. Patients recovering from surgery enjoy 3 meals a day, beautiful gardens in which to move, and a modern rehabilitation center to return to as they learn to live with their disability. As we celebrate the opening of the Handa Emergency Hospital, we look forward to some exciting changes. In addition to maintaining the excellent quality of care that has been provided, the Cambodian Ministry of Health has approved a plan by the Handa Foundation to expand the hospital to include medical services that are in dire need in the region. The Handa Emergency Hospital will truly be a blessing to Cambodia. We extend our gratitude to the people of Italy and the emergency NGO who began this great work in 1998, to the medical professionals who sacrificed their time and energy to serve here, and to the Cambodian Ministry of Health and the Provincial Health Department of Battambang. We also wish to thank Dr. Handa and the members of WorldMate in Japan and around the world for their untiring support of the important work being done here in Cambodia on behalf of those less fortunate. From everyone here at the Handa Emergency Hospital, we would like to say, Akun Charan.